Assalamualaikum. My name is Farah Hafiza binti Asani. My matrix number is 23DBT21F1014. So today I'm gonna do an experiment called electrolysis of water and copper to sulphate solution. So firstly, I will start with the activity on electrolysis of water. In order to conduct the activity, firstly fill the glass with 250 ml of warm water. Then insert in your electrodes, which are the graphite of the pencil that will conduct the electricity, and hold them with a piece of cardboard. Then connect the electrodes to the battery with an alligator clip. The red alligator clip will be identified as anode terminal, and the black alligator clip will be identified with cathode terminal. Then the power supply will be turned on and observation will be made for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of observation, notice that cathode terminal produces bubbles of hydrogen gas. Meanwhile, at the end of the anode terminal, small amount of bubble oxygen gas released from the process of oxidation. When the observation is done, add some salt into the same glass and make an observation for another 5 minutes. After the salt is added into the glass, we notice that the cathode terminal produces more bubbles rapidly compared to no salt added. Meanwhile, the amount of bubble released at the anode terminal has been increased. Moving on to the next lab activity is electrolysis of copper to sulphate solution. Okay, so firstly, fill the glass with 250 ml of warm water and then add 3 tablespoons of copper to sulphate into the water. Add the graphite electrode to conduct the electricity and hold them with a piece of cardboard. Then connect the electrodes to the battery with an alligator clip. The red alligator clip will be identified as cathode terminal and the black alligator clip will be identified as anode terminal. After 5 minutes of observation, notice that at the cathode terminal are going through a reduction process, which is the high amount of bubbles released can be seen. After a few minutes, the power supply has been turned off. The precipitation on the electrode is noticed. Meanwhile, at the anode terminal, from the oxidation process, notice that the small amount of bubbles had been released.